Welcome into the era of AI. Hello and welcome into this video in which we're going to watch the video, then dive into using ChatGPT to both help us on how to write the title that could make your video go potentially viral, as well as the description for the video and the tags, as well as generating a banner, as well as creating a logo for your channel. So first of all, let's go ahead and watch this video right here.
When people ask the question, they say, how did inflation happen? Okay, how did inflation happen? Yesterday, Dinkin sends me a picture saying, hey, should I call you Nostradamus or whatever? Because, and shout out to Dinkin, by the way, he sends me this picture and he says, gas prices in Nevada. Okay, did you see that picture or no? Yeah. Did you see what the numbers were? Tyler, I'm gonna try to send this to you. Which Mac you want me to send it to? VT MacBook Pro? Okay, so see if you have it to show this, okay? Tell me if it's coming to you or no. It should come right now. You got it? Take a look at this, okay? This is gas prices in Nevada. Zoom in a little bit more. Okay, this is 2 days ago. $8.25 for
Look at
regular.
the price of diesel, man.
$8.25, $8.49, $8.73, $8.90. Okay, so do you know when I watch this what I say? It's okay. I'm not affected by it. Me. Yeah. But you know when I look at this what I say? Who the hell can afford to pay $8.25? Hey, son, can you come visit me? Haven't seen you for 2 weeks.
All right,
Mom,
so this is the video. All right, now let's go ahead to ChatGPT and let's basically generate the rest. Now, how you can do this? Well, you can simply just say, I have created a short YouTube video that explains inflation. Write a viral YouTube video title as well as a description and hashtags for my video, okay, to potentially go viral. And then I can just hit the send button, in which case it's going to get started. So you can see it is writing the title. So the title is Inflation Explained, why prices keep rising and how it affects you. Description, understanding inflation can be challenging but crucial, and so on and so forth. And these are some hashtags that you can use as well. But what I also wanted to do is I wanted to write tags. So I'm going to say, I want you to generate syntax compliant tags for the YouTube video, put them all in one line, separated with a comma and no hashtag. Because the tags that I'm talking about are different. They're added, generally speaking, at when you're creating the video, you're asked to add some tags. These are keywords that people technically might use to search for a video like yours. And here, in this case, it gives us a lot of tags: inflation explained, economics, personal finance, money matters, finance education, price rise, economy, so on and so forth. Now, as for the logo, you can say, I have a finance YouTube channel. Come up with a two-word brand name for my channel that rocks. And by the way, you can actually do this for any other type of channel you have. So we're just taking the example of a finance YouTube channel, but generally speaking, you can do this for pretty much any type of channel you want to do it for. Now, in this case, as you can see, ChatGPT can lag a bit. So if it does, make sure that you just refresh. It does so for me, and I'm a pro user. So maybe for you, it could also be the case, because sometimes they have these technical issues, but it's okay. You can just refresh a page, go from chat to chat, try to just refresh the situation until you can get your prompt in. So for instance, one of the troubleshooting that I do is I just click create a new chat. I try to refresh the page, or I try to just write the domain back again. And then I try to just wait for a couple of seconds and then go back to the previous chat. You can always go back to previous chats. So I can just click here to go back to this previous chat. And I can just basically place this in again and try again, right? But when it persists, it persists. Sometimes when it persists, when an issue persists, it's just a glitch. But here, as you can see, it worked for me. So here, as you can see, it says, sure, how about wealth-wise? I'm going to say, change it to money-wise. Okay. And by the way, if you want to check for trademarks, this is a website called the uspto.gov, uspto.gov. And in this website, you can actually go ahead and search for trademark. You can do a trademark search. And so in this particular trademark search, I can just go ahead and search for money wise, because you need to find out if someone has already used this. But generally speaking, for YouTube channels, it's a bit different. You can see that the site is crashing right now for a moment. It's not working properly. But I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and ask it to change it to MoneyWise. Now I'm going to ask it generate a great logo for my brand. And while it's doing that, I'm going to leave it to generate the logo. And I would like you to go to canva.com because I want to show you how you can generate or create a banner for the channel before we can move on to the next subtopic of this course, which is creating faceless AI YouTube videos using voiceover AI with 11 Labs and ChatGPT, which is also very interesting. Now, and Leonardo AI, of course. Now I'm going to click on create a design here. And inside of Canva, it's a pre-built feature. You can search for anything you want. So you can search for YouTube banner. And then here, there's this YouTube banner. Notice that it exists over there. If I search YouTube banner and I click, it basically showcases to me this banner. Now, generally speaking, what you would need to do in order to make sure that your YouTube banner is designed properly, I have a file that I will not be able to share with you, but I can be able to show you how to trace it right now, so pay careful attention. If I search for banner, there is this file right here. It allows me to basically show you the limits of the banner. Now, if I expand this, I can show you how you can draw this first of all, but if I expand it, notice that it's transparent. It shows the background, and it's actually very useful. Now, this particular file that you're looking at here demonstrates, now let me lock the position of the video. In this red area, this is what people are going to be able to see on the phone. So the only thing people using phone are going to be able to see is this red part. This part here, from the green, including the red, to the other green of the other part, is what people are going to be able to see on a computer. For example, we can do the demonstration with my own channel so that you can see what I'm talking about. So this is the channel that I have, and basically these, as you can see them here, these are this is the banner. So this is what people are going to be able to see on the phone. Is this middle area, and the other area, the entirety of it, is what people are going to be able to see on the phone. And this area here, the white area, all of it, this is what people see when they use a TV, a large TV. Now, in order to trace this, here's what you can do. You can take an element, go to elements, and then take a shape like this. And basically, if I spread this across gently like this, and if I spread it across a little bit more like this, let me change the color to something else. I'm going to change it to blue. And if I reduce the size of this, if I zoom in, I just want to be able to give you the right measurements of the shape. I need to zoom in and then here down a bit and make sure this is done perfectly. And if I zoom out, perfect. So this, draw a design with the size 2,560 pixels by 471 pixels, and you'll be able to see that, as you can see in that little dark area over there. 2,560 by 420. Once that's done, go ahead and you can basically go to elements again, grab another element, and this one, now you can basically I can position it to the background for a second. And then this element, you can color it different. So you can color it, for example, green. And then if I basically zoom, increase the size, I'll just give you the exact same proportions. Right, it's also 420 in width, but it's 420 in height, but in the width, it's basically something else. In the length, it's something else. In the width, it's 420. In the length, it's 1,000 and basically 1,550, right? 54. 1,554. That is pretty much it. So you can draw these just like I did, put them in the center, and they will be your guide. Now, once you have drawn this, go to design, and you'll find a lot of banners that you can use. Just search for the topic, that you want to create a channel about, if you search for the topic of finance, you'll find a lot of finance channels. Now here, you can click on one of those. Now the thing when you click, it removes the entirety of our banner, our banner that we use. This now make sure you click on add another page, and then add it in another page. And then right now, what we can do is we can just simply copy elements from here. So I'm going to start by copying this. I'm going to head right back in here and place it here. Now this subscribe button, I'm going to put it right here and making sure it's in the center like this. Now I'm going to go back for a second and I'm going to copy this. I head right back in here, and this should be the name of the channel here in the middle, Money Wise, like that. And then I can just put it in the center precisely like this. As far as the color of the color, I'm going to go to effects, change the intensity to the max, and also change the color to golden or orange. And then let me go back here for a second. You can copy this person if you want to. But in my case, I'm going to go right back into elements. And I would like to search for finance. Finance, something about finance. And if I go to photos, there's a lot of finance. Okay, I don't think this is good. I'm going to go and look for price increase for a second. We have a bunch of images here. Price increase. I'm looking for some... All right, price. Let's look for just price alone. And then here, there's a bunch of images that we can use. Okay, so there's a lot of images. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if any of those are actually going to be good to our application. I'm gonna go and look for something else. Let's look for trading, for example, because that will show us stuff that we kind of like. And I think that we're about to find what we want. So I think that I'm going to choose this. And basically, when you choose this, well, you can, first of all, click on the background, and here you can unlock. I can unlock my shape. I'm going to just click to change the color of the background to basically another color. I'm going to change it to black. And then I'm going to click on this, reduce the transparency of it slightly, and then adjust the placement of it and make sure it's bigger like that to cover. And what I can do, I can just leave it there for a second. There you go. This looks pretty good. And I can position it backward from everything. That's one thing. Bring back this to normal. And now what do we need to do more? We can put the logo in here in the right-hand side. And we can put something such as videos every day. I'm going to copy this, paste it here. Videos every day. And for this one as well, I'm going to place it right here in the middle. And I can click on the effect side, go to neon, increase the size, click the color, change it to black. There you go. And here we need the logo. That's all we need right now. We can also go and look for some green light or green light line instead. I'm just doing it to make this a pretty good looking banner. And I could take one of these lines. So you could take one of these small lines, like this one, for example, and you can use it and place it right here at the top. And we can duplicate the same line and place it right here at the bottom, slightly, right there. This will make it look pretty good. And now the only thing we need to add is the logo. So, all right, so the logo actually looks good, except for there is a slight mistake, which we can edit by clicking to go inside. Here, I can go and make sure that I outline the word money. And I can say, right, make sure to correct the mistake. Remove an extra E, and make sure it is money, not money with two E's, or money. It should be just money, because you can see that it made a slight mistake over there. by adding an I and an double E. All right, so this is a new one. Well, this one also has a slight mistake, but we can do with that because these two ends are attached. So we can say that that's just for branding. And let's copy this image right here. You can copy the image right from here by clicking copy image into Canva. And then you can place this exactly right over here. So we can make it smaller like this and then place it exactly here. And you can basically even have it cover the entirety of the design if you want to, if that's something you're interested to do. For me, I think that's pretty good, so I'm going to do it. I can increase it from the top, increase it from the bottom, and that's it. Also, what we can do as well is we can pretty much go to here, add some corner rounding to it, and that's it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click that, remove that background. Also, there's this little shape here that I got to remove, and there you have it. We have our banner here that looks pretty good. We can actually step this up, make it even better by simply using some shadows or some lights. So I'm going to go look for some green light this time, and this will show me some green light. Now you can use different types of green light depending on you. I'd like it to be simple, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to place one light here. It doesn't have to be in the front. You can put it here, but place it, position it backwards and backwards from the text as well, which means it will show that beautiful effect. And then you can basically duplicate that light as well and place another one here and position it backward, 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 and backward again from that subscribe button. And then you can go and take another type of green light as well if you're interested. For instance, I can take this one, place it right here, position it backward, 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 until we can clearly see MoneyWise. And also what you can do, you can click on MoneyWise, duplicate it twice, put one on top of the other to make it stick, and then duplicate it another time, put one on top of the other to make it stick. And if you want, you can duplicate one more and actually create this 3D kind of effect, if that's something you're interested in, but I don't think I want to do that. As far as this, I can position it backward from videos every day to kind of make sure we show that one up as well. And you can add a coin or some money here if you want. So for instance, if I go, I can search for, in the elements of, I can search for money bag, and then I can go to graphics here. There's a bunch of money bags that we can find. I'm going to use this one because it's simple. So I'll use that. I'll click. It will add immediately. And then you can place it somewhere where you want to add it. I'm going to make it small, quite frankly, and just place it next to MoneyWise. And then you can keep it dark or you can make it white like this. Quite frankly, either way, depends on you, what you want to do. And that's it. So this is it pretty much for the banner. We can go full screen to watch this banner. You can also do one thing if you want. You can take your logo and make it smaller, right? Like this. And then place it somewhere around the center like that, if that's something you might be interested to do. But pretty much this is it for this video. We've pretty much shown you everything. Now let's move to the last part of the course, which is creating another type of faceless YouTube videos. So let's go and check how that works in the next video.